On said that obi o honoma or blemishes ne enyo maybe woninim. Enti oko program bi a wontumi mfa ne bare face ne nko. Eti say otumi eye nenim ye kakra no deko. Won say tete ne nkra wo ho, the powder efo munim. Enti no nende no advance ya ababe makeup na ye hu no fisie.
Afe yemra enema amode eye makeup no. Obi a ebia obeye wedding a oye bia ma no. Process a wo fam no ye saying.
Mr. Process no edoso. The also obi be wedding na still making sure say ade a we ama no ebe last say. Obi ho besta enije no, obi ho nkra enije timi ma ne tintifre ni ade. Enti no ni nyina no say wo hwe na wo go through the right procedure say na be ya so osawo obesweti o die be nkrampo anya wayama no erin pepanti process ni de edoso bebre edoso.
Okay, na me hwa ne se ebia me hya ase a be di nsuo be hohoro anim we ya we ne be ba
okay.
Fa me fa no ma me hwe.
Oh, okay. Yen process ne de ansa na be ko bibie mu no se one wo nipa na kasa wo di hu ni to be sanitize won sansa na wako nipa nenim. Uko nipa nenim a ye say be cleansing. As I say, wipe off all the dead skin no. E wo nipa nenim no be cleansing nipa nenim. If you be no be cleansing. O cleansing we are
Mitio.
O be prime o cleansing you be prime nipa nenim. Primer no serve as a barrier between the product now that be nipa nenim no and skin no. So anti primer no so na boama the other be nenim ne be check to be prime and so now do product no o foundation o the be o do foundation yeah. You say be contour and highlighting, you go through that process. Over any brows, then eyeshadow. It's a whole long process. So be sure. Mostly na I follow. You say some homuta, you check akra. Because process in the doors, because I'm boning nadia. A bedos degree.
Over primer no mentiasi munacha say chemicals are who use no and so say a casken a be man problem ana.
No, also it's no be any skin type. Obi o honoma or react to some products. Obi also on react. And now products now would be nipa no. Only nipa no the type of skin or so sensitive skin type and after whatever skin type or it's the best and say we use to primer now as serve as a barrier between nipa no skin no any products na babel no. It is even at all crampo say or very active to product now because of primer no ejuma na ebe yeninti no on to me react to that product to that foundation na babe use no so into primer no there it says eye enyoma bebre e wo nipa no skin no so babe makeup na and you cannot apply foundation without applying the primer. Primer night to say a base. Also, we should be here. So we start with something. And to mean sorry, Enfa foundation, Enko you being without our own priming face. And you know.
Baby, one more on your wedding. Tell about Honoma, Nipano Nimnoa. O Bebani, I wear makeup. Now, one way a wound say as messy and Wujina Hoyana, I didn't know Moyanza.
Because no, it depends on send a nipa no obey ne makeup nafa. Ebi ni wo honma, makeup ni look very natural. Umu nipa na umu tatini sine just say a bit of difference na be mo how say dia why ne brows, wash no lashes. Inti amane nim atesa kakra. Enti no me so ka say ye hu omu nim ya na mentias because most of times no omo tumi so omo munye. But just a little bit of enhancement and amana bin. Be a nipa in a natural face, or reddish be, or when you may be on him. So, but apply or foundation, no, you a cover sign money, money, is neat. That is the only difference, a bin, but when you pronounce a could
chemicals are more used no nina ye foreign and ebi wo Ghana has a company be a Ghana.
Nipa say Me name about say be our Ghana Hamilton, but mostly na US, Nigeria, and products na yet sono. Free those places. Me mean say do Ghana had there, and they need to interest.
Afeyamra costs are war makeup cost and me share with time. So ujina obi hon ebi oba be wedding na o ye ni makeup amana e be take you be how many minutes and hours.
Okay, me pacho say obi be ye wedding na o making up. One chenkra dia 1 hour. Sometimes it needs 1 hour 30 minutes. Sometimes it needs 1 hour near the into the nipa no watch and cry there 1 hour because of process na will be sabino. Won say bia ne say na be ne bia so ne time e bi. Into no 1 hour there is say it need bridal makeup back.
Oh, okay. Na mo use electricity.
Me patron.
No more the other.
And then a ring light, say your ring light be me my so. And then a be use to battery mum, but most of the times no, I na battery no for. Yes, a little be a light go off and be beer because say you indoors. So we say you from one to me your bon thing. So you dime and a dime say their name ye dark light over and no kwa into no what kind of day? We use so ring light na amount daylight na we here no na we hu nipa ni mu yie se na be nipa ni be pie no na nimu koye bibi foforo enti you use so ring light you use no electricity ne dey
okay
you use so fan and so electricity.
Oh, okay. Enti time na dum so ha kanea 24 hours na man na affect business no
affect business because that time is a ring light any battery. It was a ring light to do which we use with battery. It's a ring light any battery there. Not to say a human a bear the amount. But why a human nature one can out to me the word drink. Who say no a high be gray, a high you say, but don't only get the high human be gray.
Oh, okay. But Sabre coronavirus will make a business a back a cracker.
Okay, who say coronavirus ne ba a big kind buy no. Na ha business kaka because obi won crowd who say nipa kakra bi no magada into no na makeup artist ehun hye here but as it is here no ye jeja nyime mu kakra ni into no eduma na sign pick up kaka but ente say first ni mum die yeah be pick kakra
okay say eba say o de wani ebu a adwuma bi asika wo mu obeka se sika wo mu
me pacho no kware ni die se adwuma no hwe so na wo ye ni yie dia ubenye sika ewo si se unya bride ba kontra ni a wo be charge me yen fa ni say every week dia utimi nya bride a utimi nya sika ebetimi aboa wo akoweni enti sika ne de so wo ye adwuma ni yie nko ade a ubetimi nya sika wo
na wo ka nansen asakofom globally wo fa ba bia obi adwuma kofom nom ne ade what did to dum so time ho ne sa bre ya every ben adwuma no kofom pa
metacho dum so ne die esai bibia mai dum so ne sei bibia adwuma ni na esai intino ye de toto ende any dum so ne bianka ende no ye be send na sin dum so mre no.
Oh, okay. Te see ya mo we challenges ben na mo face.
Te see ya wo we there. Challenges no. And also often me who challenges often what? Can you break it down?
On say na me busa dum so ne sabre problems kakra wo ho na wo kan say dum so no de e break adwuma no kra. It was a challenge then ana na mo face enei obi ho kra bi a obehwe no na enka na yire ebe pese obe makeup be ma no se dabi ye wedding na ye kwakoye no pese obe makeup ebu hokra bi a muguso amoye no anu behwe na bibi asi ebu hokra price and sika ode be ma no no pese obetua onso pese ade na eye fe ade na ye wo hawa e wadwuma mu.
Okay, so all kind of idea, and then they make no as in the price and no, because also one products no, ayana ni boye ding, and I say na yen humanity no products ba konkrabo hone paya. Yen fancy what a product 3 point something. Ufa mistakenly na se boho no ma apai waboka, and you know o charging so I say o charge send ye be ya. But more prices na omo complaining. What I say, you know, say na we be can candidate price and no, na sometimes a challenge sakra and I say so no.
Omanfm price and I arrange from say kopim saying.
Well, it's so no be a price mean to me and can't price and no and show. It's so no be a price in the makeup work. Also, makeup you're working with, and your start bride your other your services need be bring depending on your service no, and at the best price though. Into no mean to name both prices no. Say a bit 2,000
every day walking no cost the same.
Every day walking no a bit to me 200, a bit to me 100 cities, a bit to me 500. Into depending to nipa no say no what person pricing away no and over bride outside and so a bit to me 3,000, a bit 5,000, a bit credit 10,000. What is here me no ka say into no it depends on obia and the pricing and say no obia say na nipa na branding ne ho akosi
okay but mami musa we and esan samo ya mo pepa nipa na nim na mo de bibia cover se be ya chemicals na de e long term effect wade sua emu na adwuma ya waye what say bia niam na mo use na e long term effect
me patcho there be to see how they won't say advanced system meeting no omaye product na omaye no omunim die no omaye ne kama maye no there is no effect bia at the mouth that she bia
eya na me man so eba makeup
me patcho ai
na omo no omo ba de na amoye mo
say omo no obi wo ho no ma to say groom ni say omo ware abema no sometimes it me ye nenim ye kakra ema no ene obi wo ha o ye photo shoots on so mo ye music videos nenso no omo so ye omonim kakra omo ko set nso so em say ye omonim kakra mo obi wo ho ye ne birthday program bi birthday shoot ono so otimi book ni ababa ye nenim ye kakra e de ama no but omo de no enye bebre te se na mba ne de no eya na ye no
Mami musa we so benya ansa de amame a fahin pa na wiase nyina fahin pa na omo makeup pa
wiase nyina say ba Africa dia metimi aka Nigeria
okay
but dia ka de mean to me
okay ntia bibi mem ha de Nigeria for omo ye pa I see but niam mo kra wo kan se mo e free Nigeria na eba no ya na a product a wo hwe ya ye no Nigeria ho ana se free country bi so na eba ho na mo so mo kofa bi
Nigerians for nkasa ye bi omo products ni go Nigerians for ebi nso so ho mo order no mo de omo brand name atoso no Nigerians for ye bi na bi so omo orders no mo de omo din atoso na omo de ata out
ye man ketwa no so ya na omo de omo ba be makeup
me mom de na me advising kolana but nkolana de ye the powder peme for money ni aye omo ni eti bibi kakra bi no se nkola bi o mpese oluku beautiful ni ade o say why ne ma me dia ono su gina ho anti do me some ni ade ntino ye the powder kakra bi for money but say akola be ka say obi akola be ka say de na ba say be ni makeup bi empacho no de mimi share bi da samom yeah
oh okay said na okay one more yeah movie industry no me ade tore bo abi ho na o mama o ba dan be ma dan o ba no me ade sa ekwan o mo fa so no mo industry no mo na mo bo o mo na
se oma oba dan be ma
wo be hwe na ye tumi a design anim no ama na anim no asesa.
Oh, okay. I say makeup no your types so. Ain't no they are not that type now can I don't know. Say normal way there because say obema be nenim no as why to so oba no oba in mean to say bema. And they are no more any effect. They are no effect makeup. And no more. It is an mental question na see there.
Na me busa se me fan se obema o pese na nim timi dane so ho mo because mo tumi ya mo bu ha na hwene no enye fe but mo tumi ya ma na ye tia kama so
okay, that is the concept.
Nti na me busa se obema obetumi
o ni na no art nti se o trim se ne pese me ye art ne ma be me ye nim dane te so ba nya procedures abefa so no a obeye no you know it into obeye na ni pan di so or the co-acting movie so the ode ye bia no na ode aye into ni na no makeup ni na.
I see ohe mama me no ase na bripam enkomo foforo ba e beba but ya asofo ya na omo ko pulpit so no ma ko preach a ebi no ba for makeup.
Oh, but there be asofo.
Aye.
Well, I was on the bitter life for entry. And one movie, but it's not me that being shared with that some.
Na obi anso invite o se brafie na betwi mani mama na betumi me kwa asafo mama ahu se.
So for my media ye kokoye mo but so for nankasa de e bia asafo ma menem no hen de etimi ko eko make omo app but say so for nankasa de ni nye disada.
Ohe mama me no ase na adwuma na emo de adwuma no mo de pa.
And I hope to Baba join because you see I'm be man kra ejeji manafa o.
Oh sir.
And be man ya de pa yes and be man ya de pa. Be man wo. Now times we go training na be man frame no mo so musia.
Omusia wow. Na wo ho no makeup nko na wo ya na sa wo de niam afoforo aka ho.
Me pacho me ye hair and so kan. Me ye wake up.
Oh, okay.
Me ye chemical treatment, me ye revamping, me ye wake up, and I me ye makeup men so.
I see.
And I make cut the hair so.
Cut the hair. Oh, okay.
That's right.
You better do asipa na brepem ye bekasa.
Me catch you me that.
Yen so ye da se Priscilla Ohema Esiama ene ye siu Ohema effect Ghana. Na ye ne no edi enkomo no abana
Honorable ya mofa.
Baby a ha me kakra chemical na ye importing or
aha no me yenye bi.
Esese obi hwe no ye bi. Because ye ma na fe o magi atum ama mema no kra nso enti entimi mase ye obi na ye o Nigeria na akofa free Nigeria de aba. Enti omo a pe businesses bi de omo ahyemu no. Na omo sika omo betumi aye no. Omo nya no omo ye. Omo nya no
eno de hu hia. E wo se Ghana fo tumi ye bi.
Yeah. Ora sorry be dia ko obi bia wo kana.
Oh honorable eye na madam na bekam be chichi mu na nti omunyai.
Jade nya.
E no mosiso de die.
Da jade.
But
se bedroom e bi e se makeup otwam. Minyin.
Ye de me just say fashion bit me twam.
No,
but they have many say acceptability level no cost in terms of heavy makeups no. What I say heavy makeup. E bo ma mofa wotimi ye wotom na from ehu ko say na de ne propurugu. Ade. Ade. The we say ade ye wo fe. Wotu opa we makeup pressure busa ma me so hu a.
Ya na bi wo ho ana.
Yankwa.
Yangu anu abra.
Me kuta the daily statesman. Maybe I start. Afa kuta daily statesman na. On say abranti ya was say we did soldier for atem say soldier for ntimi anye ku Ghana. Wonu anka se betie about wa yeku no. Oliver Mawusi baka voma wo. Na wote a wo se ha. Wa dress ne fa wo se ha. Eno ti wo bia charge de abo. Eya kwa treason felony. Na ye nim permanent place of abode pa de abufa. Ye ma bela enyeyi. Because ye ma bela say wa che be kwa wote de be hwe. To be dwane. It is up de a che be crop say na fo bukọ obuso afie mpan. Ye de wa ha yi say woni ba bia ate won kran a. Ya wo munti fa address ne nkwa. Se metim de akobogwa na bisa. Adametu do akosa dase because so e beje me. Anti fo bukọ obuso afie ne ye nkwaje we say aha na metie. It was so be only address a party. Oman Bill.
Ade onti Ghana.
Was
not
wa share that storm and no one. Almost so J warrant e wo court say on person accessing the phone also mie ne lock no.
Eh.
I also mie. Nto am so o mie a onyai.
Eh, eni akoya de no yesa.
Also mie.
I see.
And yes, won't cooperate. It is a won't cooperate. I said, nearly.
Oh, yeah, I just saw person coffee.
What you just saw coffee. Over time, said,
I be anyone almost phone. I got him, me drew Canada. Almost some man on Jimmy phone. Yeah, the enemy be them the moment cotton have been.
Eh, Nadia, I never phone.
Was one, you found home. Now them chroma out there.
That always said to the beer. Your classic case be iPhone user be US and none of us say person more accessing the phone and also 1 penny. You know, a US security agency in the iPhone for couple a class A. I was man. Sad or person way. What he? Sad or person. Be this so. Open then I was.
Oh, there was a question I made, Mister. Yeah.
And now busa
wearing of a mask. I buy. Then I affect makeup.
Hey, I know cry in mask net also. Oh, yeah,
I'm for to a malatashi to mask.
Black one.
Because that's how makeup and you faces.
Oh, yeah, the toso da.
Omoya the toso. But patrol, and now we say adverse effects of a makeup no. Will be sending me academic article B. Was a cosmetics and the associated adverse effects a review. You know what have you that be a samba is just about 7 or 10 paragraph pages. Into one day make a bit back and once I share with others. I will find now Emra MPP General Secretary Ura John Buadu Ekasai na Okasafa MPP for internal elections na or more no any related matters. Na wakasa no kabifa fomana ehwasem se enema ekoso ewo fomana no amufa wose entwa yi na enyade a akono eha adwe papa se party fo ebetiba ka se mentime ho asenti anadwo da suom makofa paint akalo ababe paint MPP dan
NDC
edia ye colors of NDC ya dia abufa me just so far MPP bag we are the biesida e wo fomna nti no wo mo behwehwem na wo mo yes nyambra sebra mofa o matwe o maso me de o mo hwehwem na baby said mo de to bia no o mo enfanto na jobodu kasado wase jese ye ne kwanwa se obi o mo de forms dodo na akọ police stations and as a constituency say obi pay forms bi amontoma no na obi ba se asa ye ntoma ye nye saade no o force atwam enti no suni masade no ebi nsi bi but me gidi say o ma show mo lessons yi abafa in the era of e-levy, era of e-medicine, e-pharmacy e-den saade wi eni say BCB ye ton forms ye ton forms online. You better to forms ewo party office. Etimu manenye optional. Wa pesa wo ya barefoot data kese na afa so koto bi no. Fa ho ne koto. Wa wunti fa ho koto na be ko party office akwa koto constituency office akwa koto abufa. Na ko no akwa koto. Sa to be we nyina ka to betwa. Egu party na ni mase no. Na wo ka se se da ba bia sa se boni sisi no. E no so de ampa ɛdɔɔso sɛ bɛyɛ a bɛtumi akata ɛne papa na ɛkɔɔso no ɛso still no sɛ baako mmienu kura mpo na ɛmfata saa de ma no ɔmbɛtumi akɔso amenesi daily statement ɔmampanyin efo ni ɛda ase na sɛ why the number 1 ono wo Dubai ɛna wɔkasa fa Supreme Court judgment a ɛba ɛnurachi no ho no ɛna wɔse Supreme Court de mo kan na mo fa ɛno ano no na ɔkyɛ sɛ saa sɛ no mpo de wote po a ɛsre saa de tie sɛ obi member of parliament die the voting right untimi nyi free ni sɛ ɛwɔ parliament just because say speaker of parliament ni ho am no first deputy speaker na second deputy speaker no akwakwata akwa kese do so ntika sɛ bon to aba ento mampanyi si de on Supreme Court ɛkan de ɔno so no ɔfo a ɔmo so papa eti ye no ɛna ɔkasa no wɔse asɛm a ba yi ɛnyɛ Supreme Court for ɛna frɛ parliament sɛ mo fa asɛm nambra obi ne kɔɔye enti wonti woka sɛ ɛyɛ judicial interference na kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ ye wɔn ɔnya adwen cause parliament Supreme Court de ɔmo to sɛ enti wahye hu ɛba ɛwɔ constitution mu a constitution ho asɛm ba ɔmo ɛna kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛnyɛ parliament na kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛyɛ Supreme Court pɛ ɛna kyerɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo akɔrɔba kɔkɔ kyerɛkyerɛ mu a bɔne bɛ ɛna ɛwɔ ho ɛna wɔkasa ɛwɔ Dubai wɔn sɛ wɔde chat ɛsi bodu
yeah na yɛ interview
ɛna mampani ɛde to dwa ɔne Abraham here chat ɛsi bodu
the president's friend
ɛso wɔn na dafo de
oh yeah
the friend the president's friend
oh yeah
ni minimum do minimum I know ko bodu ɛde say ɛna wɔde to dwa
Mr. President, I'm sure you've heard about this Supreme Court ruling concerning the controversy over whether or not the deputy speakers can vote. What do you make of the decision so far?
Let me begin, first of all, by saying that as a rule, I've made it a point since I became president, as much as possible, not to comment on constitutional issues in the country. I think people who are students of our constitutional law, our constitutional jurisprudence, are very much aware of the role that I played when I was a barrister in helping define some of its basic principles of interpretation. And I think that now I've become president, if every time there's a constitutional matter I'm heard to pronounce on it, it will give the impression that I'm setting myself up as what, some sort of rival Supreme Court. And I've been very reluctant to do that for that reason. I think the body that the Constitution has set up to be responsible for declaring the meaning of the Constitution, interpreting and enforcing it, is the Supreme Court, is the judiciary, with the Supreme Court at its apex. And as a matter of good governance, it's better that that body, which has been given this exclusive power, is the one that is heard on constitutional issues. And that's the reason why I've not been open or vocal on constitution. But I think this one, I feel strongly that I should make some comment. Firstly, the noise that was generated on this, at the time I was extremely surprised, because as far as I can see it, and I think that the Supreme Court has confirmed it, the matters involved in this thing are open and shut. They're black and white. There can be no dispute about the issues that the gentleman took to the Supreme Court. It is there for anybody who wants to see. In Articles 102, Articles 104 of the Constitution makes it absolutely clear in black and white that the deputy speakers, I'm not speaking of the speaker, I mean the deputy speakers, when they're presiding, have the right to participate in the vote of the Parliament. The whole structure of the Constitution, and indeed, and I believe that would have been part of the reasoning of the court, all the legislatures of the world, where the presiding person is a member of the legislature, like our deputy speakers are, like the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the United States, or the President pro tem of the Senate in the United States, or the Speaker of the British Parliament. All of those have the right to speak because they are members of the Assembly. Our Speaker is expressly not a member of the Assembly. That's why he doesn't have the right to vote. In fact, he really ought not even to participate in the deliberations of the House. He's a referee, making sure that the debate is conducted properly and that the rules of procedure, the orders of the House are complied with. That's his role. But he ought, strictly speaking, not to be part of the proceedings of the House. That is not the case with the deputy speakers. And that matter is transparent on the face of our Constitution. Indeed, even the presiding members of our district assemblies, they have the right to vote. Look at the district assembly law, because they are members of the assembly. And once you are a member of the assembly, you're representing certain constituencies. If you are denied the right to vote, it will mean it is tantamount to denying the right of the people you represent to have a say in the decision of the assembly. That would not be right. So I couldn't understand what all of this furore and controversy that was artificially generated. We're being told that the decision of the court amounts to judicial interference in the work of Parliament. I'm not quite sure that the people who are saying this have actually taken the time to read the Constitution of our country. It says so in black and white. The legislative power of Parliament that is vested, of the state which is vested in Parliament, is subject to the provisions of the Constitution. All organs of the Ghanaian state, including me as the head of the executive, we are all subject to the teachings of the Constitution. There's no body in the Ghanaian state that is above the fundamental law of the land. It would lead to the very matter that we have striven so long to avoid, the concentration of power, of unregulated power in our state. We don't want that. We've had that experience before. And we brought about this Constitution in order not to allow that to reoccur. So I'm astonished about how much public energy has been wasted, I would say so with the greatest of respect, been wasted in an area, on an issue where there is so much clarity. And I'm happy that the court, and I'm sure as you're aware, the Supreme Court, when it is declaring the meaning of the Constitution, and it does so unanimously, that is the most emphatic way in which the court can pronounce. And it is, I believe, a decision of 7 of the judges, and a unanimous decision declaring what the constitutional position is. I think we have an opportunity now to put this matter to rest and continue with the work of our parliament and the work of the ordering of our state. But as I say, I suspect that it is this peculiar position which we are with this very headline majority in the parliament that has given rise to all of these disputations and people making claims that are completely beyond the teachings of the Constitution and our understanding. But now that the Supreme Court has pronounced, I think what is required is for the nation, all of us, to get to put that matter behind us and to do our work. To suggest that somehow or other the Parliament is beyond the scrutiny of the Supreme Court when issues of interpretation is to suggest that Parliament is a law in itself. The whole principle of judicial review was developed by the judges, both in America and in England, to be able to check the activities of Parliament. Indeed, in our own country, the first major constitutional case which looked at the work of Parliament was in the case Tufo and the Attorney General, where the Act of Parliament, the decision of the Parliament to subject the then Chief Justice, the late Frederick Kwesi Apalu, to a vetting process in Parliament, had been expressly forbidden by the Constitution. And that is the reason why Dr. Makutufo, the late Dr. Makutufo, unfortunately late, took the matter to the Supreme Court And the Supreme Court made it quite clear that all the activities of all the institutions of our republic that impugn, that violate the Constitution are subject to the powers of the court and to the declarations of the court. Me, I want to repeat it, President, head of the executive, I am subject to the Constitution and to law. I cannot set myself above it. Everybody has his remit, but those remits are subject to the operations of the Constitution. And I'm happy that the Constitution has been so declared in such an emphatic manner by the Supreme Court. Let's support the Supreme Court to continue to do its work.
107. 21 Swini Omanfm. His Excellency the President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. And yet say One Ura Charles Tichi Bodu, the President's friend. Edin commodity free Dubai. Mampeni assembly yeti. I should say Bibia ya nankefa ya memwumra constitution hono. Obeye mampeni ya no mpese wode na no betum. Mpese obeka bi. Na obi anim wo mo a akosuamra e di free form enim. Modem a wabo e di aboama ya memwumra constitution no ho adesua ne ho hyehyɛ do no atumi akoso. Nanso we die ho akohia sɛ obepɛ sɛ obeka bi. The ntia obepɛ sɛ obeka bi no ne sɛ ebinom o ka sɛ nia Supreme Court no aye no be tietia parliament no anim na emma parliament no nye na adwuma na ohu ne sɛ enye saa na etie efisɛ ono ankasa mpo a oyɛ mampani no ohye constitution na se wo hyemrase ya ontumi mfa ne panye bibia age sɛ memwo mra no kyerɛ ne sɛ wei na wɔsɛ woyɛ na wayɛ na ade a edi kan pa wɔsɛ mrahye badwafo mkeka saa no ehunu ne sɛ Parliament ayemra bi pen ama samra parliament ne no mo epese wo mo ede eye emra ne wo ho se Chief Justice yede ne be komra hye badwafie na saa bre no Justice Apalu nam so ma to versus the Attorney General first we no koye ma ho nsem ba ye ma afi yebua ntinye we ni edi kan a ebia parliament yen hyehyeye na obi di asem no akọ Supreme Court ama Supreme Court akyere wo mo adwen na ono kra de odi ho ye se ya se bre wo sa asem we ho kra do asem we na animu da ho pepepepepepe a ka wo se ya ka kra wie dada na yete ho tobe de sa but de na ni age aso ene se Supreme Court no nipa nso etena so ni nyina no kyere se dabi babia wo mo ade asem no ebai wo mo ebisa ne sei na etie enti gina ne yesi awie nyina ye mfa mpaebo entai Supreme Court na echi entai Ghana chi na yetimi nkwa anim so ho ono de bibia enyasi a wo beka 2012 ewie ya wode na no asem beto dwa no se mo mpae ma mpani a Supreme Court se wo no en won to aso Rajon Dramani Mahama sabre no kra ne nwiemu akoso enyina hu se de wo mkeke kan no na mfam so ase wo yankwa anim di yankwa anim de ono na nche no aka but then DC for kyere se
say can mampeni Mahama de na ewo haye
meba before be for hon Gitmo 2
yeah
Gitmo 2 for Ajo Mahama ekojiska edi saa ekofo ne bag Ghana no asem do ko Supreme Court
yes
ama Supreme Court for say President of the Republic ade a wo ye wati this a parliament ratify ade no and sana ababe ye say yajiatu
on international transaction
it's the parliament my parliament ekojitu President of the Republic one no appoint chief or appoint Chief Justice and the Supreme Court judges no or no you said what how much more parliament at the parliament amofa mo bia wo ye member of parliament bia fa se utimi say what ye embra you said the law is the bosom of the judge
unim say ni ayekoso nti there are certain lawyers am tese wo kasa na yefio because asam na wo kan no untumi hu ba bia bi ono no say de na adwen tie ne ba bi okosua na de abena akodi na chi a ube bon ube ma ne ma e bon ko pepepe
nti ya chalo ya maliba mami
o kan o mo am chim free ho no
o sa o na na ma mekeke mi hu na ti
ba ko no de say Dawuda o say ho
Dawud
Kojoga Dawud
na ma ye free ho
na Kojoga says so wa be yo but binima de kra
da bisa politics na kata na ni
Kojoga Dawud wa ye catch papa I'm telling you
baba be politics
politics in na ma adena aha no Abraham for the final bra
enti kanima mpani John Dramani Mahama and order page 12 Ghanaian Times obokrata yimu na ose enra Supreme Court asetena ya womo ekọ ya ababeto dwase womo say so ye deputy speaker e wo mrahye bedwam na wote adwam na ye kan ye betumi akan waka ho saa so na wose ye to aba obetumi ato bie no ose eye shocking but not surprising na eye ne nwanwa pa se yi for no Supreme Court for no aka asem otisa na soso no anya ne nwanwan so na wo kyerese we say no eye esebia Supreme Court no etwa ato ho no mo a enye o say eye unfortunate interpretation for convenience kyerese Supreme Court for no aka asem a ebema nkrofo bi ho ato wo mo ewo omanyi mu Abraham na hyebedwa no ehsofa na wo se eba ne sa no a na kyerese judiciary no anasa temu adwuma no se de wo mo eno mo be kyerese de parliament ebeye na adwuma ewo omanyi mu
yada
na sana wo matwa to ho no enye ema omanyi dachi
nya de di kan ni oh ya to abawie ya Supreme Court ade wo mo nsem ba ye ono ane court o dedi kan wo kọ no o ka kire ne supporters ne se wa wini
Mahama
wa wini atitim o ko e na court fo no se mo ya so yagitum se wa wini atitim ne mom no fa de kire se wa wini atitim no bra
wa collation wo ye ne fa bra wa
fa nko asi edu nkati asa man kan da se Mahama wini nyam na me kan man kan da
Mahama fa no wa ne kan
ne
always speak to the success of our nation. Victory must always be for the people of Ghana. The challenge that was issued to the Supreme Court and the discussions, debates, and even disagreements that it has inspired can only strengthen our institutions. In a democracy, fair, compassionate, and decisive leadership must operate within a framework that is fully functional. Strong institutions are the bedrock of strong nations. We must allow this exercise, this experience, to move us forward. If we allow it to do otherwise, if we allow it to be destructive rather than constructive, then we would have failed as a nation to learn the lessons that were imparted. We would have turned our backs on this rare and critical opportunity of our nation.
Okay, John Dramani Mahama. See, na sabre no.
Se ekwane de ankan dan ya.
Ode tuja.
Na afaka utimi sisi
ye kobio, ye san kobio, ye kobio, ye kotie bio. Ye kobio. Yankuanim.
The political maturity with which we have received the verdict announced today by the Supreme Court, coupled with our ever-present patriotism, will ensure that Ghana is the ultimate winner, not any one individual or political party. Victory must always speak to the success of our nation. Victory must always be for the people of Ghana. The challenge that was issued to the Supreme Court and the discussions, debates, and even disagreements that it has inspired can only strengthen our institutions. In a democracy, fair, compassionate, and decisive leadership must operate within a framework that is fully functional. Strong institutions are the bedrock of strong nations. We must allow this exercise, this experience, to move us forward. If we allow it to do otherwise, if we allow it to be destructive rather than constructive, then we would have failed as a nation to learn the lessons that were imparted. We would have turned our backs on this rare and critical opportunity of our nation.
107.1 so ni sabre no ne odi ngugo ne efre no adodankwa ekufuado.
We shall not be asking for a review of the verdict. so we can all move on in the interest of our nation. Everything in my bones, in my upbringing, and in what I have done with my life thus far makes it imperative that I accept a decision made by the highest court of the land, however much I dislike or disagree with it. I am saddened by the verdict, and I know that many of our supporters are saddened too. However, for the sake and love of our country, we must embark on a path that builds rather than destroys to deal with our disappointment.
107.1, this is the killer. This is Adodankwa Ekufuado. Sabre no odi nkugo na abana wutie ne kakra.
Ai
na wose de ansan de aba John Dramani Mahama de.
Mampeni sabre no ne woka ye nyina ne se Supreme Court so akasa na enya de a oko review bia se bia obesensi akire se ne anka ye friend foforo ndia bi onye na ebra so se oman no ekonanim enya fe na nya atwam kono yesa be recover ye be san koso bie wo ye nkoye nim na osi ono no se obi a onim ne bie nim se na braba a wabo ene se de yetete no nyina no ogina honom ema mra ne atentene enti ewom se Supreme Court verdict a wode bae no onyintum ena enye ne denso na mom se de be ya oman Ghana be ko nanim ewo democracy no ayeye ninti no wage atum MPP fo aboto no ankasa so asem e bae na mana aboto ni nyina no ene se wo mo emo aboa wo mo ho na oman no enko nanim na amanyoko no so rebuild se na wo kan no
okay the twaso yi na abena eye me de
and come together to iron out our differences, ease the tensions amongst us, and come together to build our country. There are myriads of problems facing us as a people. This is the time for all of us to come together and work to find solutions to the challenges that confront our people. To my party, the NPP, I say we have a lot to be proud of. There are more than 3 years left in this political cycle to be a worthy opposition and also position ourselves for the battle of 2016. Today, let us wish our president well, and thank the Almighty for his mercies to our nation. The battle continues to be that of the Lords.
His Excellency the President. Let's wish our president well.
Yes.
John Mahama Bekabi.
Wishing
I could well. No say ube wajano or bemono or so ube wajano.
Dear Mampeni can say Supreme Court no as abre no wo koye no e detention ni ade ba krom se si verdict no aba no ne wo se ne se Ghana fo nyina yen ka ye humom na ye ma challenges ana so hawa hodo a e wo oman yi mu ebi ka oman no de hye no ye hwe kwan ye be fa so a sa challenges ni nyina na so haw ni nyina be free ho ama Ghana fo ye ho atoyen o se NPP fo so ne wo ka kire wo ne se wo mo enkoso no mo nya dwumadene na wo mo ka wo humom na battle na nkasa de 2016 na wo mo de aba be face na ne wo ka say president no as say Supreme Court to say ono na wo ye president no obehye well just say o man tiri nkwa ha
omo adwuma ono de dum so bre God enko ani
dabitu na kojo Mahama de no so
o say Supreme Court verdict no aba no ene senia Ghana for agye atomu no e kire se amanyosemu no Ghana for yaye matured ne no ye be kan say
yenia bi
yenia bie ya giatum yenia bie na e kire se ye oman ba panso so shows ye patriotism na ne o ka bie aka ho ene se Supreme Court verdict no a wode bae na command no e kire se ye build strong institutions
because Supreme Court a ruling ama wono it's a strong institution and they build no
and nunti no lesson bi e wo mu anasa desuade bi e wo Supreme Court no a MPP fo ne koye a woni ne di mu nkunim no Ghana fo ye nsua na yemma oyemfa ma oman no enyini ewo empuntuo ene democracy mu se ya anye ne saade na kire se ya fail oman no
pepepe eno san se se oman bia betu mpom a democracy be mo ma bi etumpon a
Ejina
strong
strong
institutions
institutions,
so
yeah.
and be ma strong democracy aba
Yes.
strong institutions ne so work an e bi ni supreme court
Yes.
e bi ni judiciary e bi ni affair say
Parliament.
any shraj you know electoral commission police for ni nyina yes institutions a e say man ye adwuma affair ko ba ne say ena enrachi ya the same supreme court yeah we see the maturity with which are Ghana for agiatum ya kwa ne Ghana for you see e selective you know ye no e Ghana for na agiatum MPP for led by Nana Addo Akufo-Addo it is ko body di bona ba so say Nana Addo agiatum amasumduaba wa say that was Ghana for when ka say Ghana for Nana Addo gitum te ma Ghana for be gitum wa nya to ka say for the BC what you say afa bedru wo enru so okay yan fa ko 2020 about 2020 I would the Supreme Court 20 for evidence anko abena ebesi ne John Mahama conceded defeat John Mahama etimi fe Nana Addo enka nche Nana Addo say Nana Addo congratulations otimi nya you meanwhile 2012 the no yeah you know ruling about against 2013 Nana Addo efro that before ruling be bad no shatter defeat na eja buruburo o so shatter defeat PK o so shatter defeat and am hono man na called o mampanyi then candidate Akufo-Addo na flag bearer wo frɛ mo and mo bekasa mani age ye say Nana Akufo-Addo afrɛ na mani age edru wo so na wo de odi ntwo de a wa ankasa enra asem so bai so enya wo na de call Supreme Court Justice Abdullahi or a lawyer. Court. Ruling about the why are you crying more than the bereaved? Yeah, would the Supreme Court for attempt travesty of justice and an attempt to tell the power of balance of power in favor of somebody? How can it do this?
I say a interpretation for convenience.
Convenience.
That sets a dangerous precedent of judicial interference in parliamentary procedure for the future.
But on what the court and you know 2020 what the court no. Na first judicial interference in the elections ana. Abofa, there is no judicial interference anywhere. What the Assembly Supreme Court it is expected of them say o me transfer kan ho ase.
And one so no maye.
And also no maye. And na me read you know. Abamba ben e call Dubai wo ba no almost that na say read books bebre party nyina ne MP fo nyina da ba on na say state of the bible until was say deputy speaker e cast yen kan no say omo ka call no ho a e ye no kure na egbo mu no say basa ya na encha etimi ha adwe kakra a challenge.
A challenge. Also beto aba.
Beto aba. Ya no a challenge nti and the Supreme Court day e wo ho. Say assembly bana ye mrem na say challenges wo mu ye nti ase ya. Ye de kwada nan mo Supreme Court say mun chechi. Na for be dia koso mun chedo ma cheche mu so a mo so ti kwa apai.
Nana Hesse Ojiri says John Mahama must know that the Supreme Court gives interpretation to the constitution of the land and not emotional interpretation of someone's thinking. Nana Hesse Ojiri.
Because I just buburu says a buburu kusia. And the back send me a yeah, Nana
Mahama has once again showed his ignorance when it suits him. The Supreme Court is doing its work. When it goes against him, then the Supreme Court is playing a game of inconvenience. He is a hypocrite. Period. Nanansa of Abriu Equiapem na edi we ebaye.
Yes. Mofa, as more kind of 2013 no. That is asema ese yina yetini ye ka de bia. Supreme Court di asema ba. Want say wo no monya adwen a wo se me no monya adwen me ko review. Wa anko review a wo jitum ba wo no monya adwen. But wo bagi atum. But wo tibi me na ne wo ho. Ene come out the Supreme Court di omo yo soro abofo. Ade che kwa de dia ene no me sabonsam. No. Hypocritical John Mahama. Sad what here?
Does Mahama know what he is talking about?
Oh, he knows.
He might know the history of the law as a historian. but doesn't know the law. Until on Cananuntum.
What was sponsored with that fee? What the of course Supreme Court to say, lawyer Max Pukwajiman, a drew. Now a drew be the appeals court judge the kama. Our Ghana will be able to a draw. I'm over. He more than qualifies. Me put that Kenyana come and pay the Supreme Court straight away. And then, brother, and feed the Max Pukwajiman. Echo Supreme Court to say he doesn't qualify to be called to be appeals court judge. Now, Supreme Court will work on any kidikana. A different from the man the worker was what you matter no one. And why? Said the judicial interference. On my penny also appoint to be.
It's a qualification to go to appeals court now. Supreme Court determine.
Debbie.
On Van Gogh.
I see.
So many determine. Okone ya kan we okone o maka ya kan kire o se e bia ya na wo se wo de ba oze de ma bisa question asem no tie
tino mampani de ne de se ya bo voice no a chire mu ama Omanfm na ti ene de adoma bia pia yenko Ghanaian Times mu ya mofa aha na page 15 ena wode story kese no aba aban e de $105 million ena asi ho ya dams akese miensa ena wo ba besiesie na etumi aboa ma ya commercial farming na se kuadwuma ye no na kese mu pa no etumi akoso e wo men mu na o se ba ko eye via ena fe Tano irrigation scheme eno no ewo upper east region ena pon irrigation scheme no ewo eastern and greater Accra regions na oswafa wo hwe nuane ne kwadwuma nsem so Dr. Uswefri Yakoto abra board of Ghana Irrigation Development Authority wodo omadwuma ehwe mo nsem no ena wode sansemi atrudwa wo sisika aban ede ahye dam ne mu nti no sa dam no wo mo awie adwuma no a wo mo commercialize no ene sen obi biara obepese obenya mu nsuo no ode aye kwadwuma na kese mu no obetua ho sika de ama aban no said ye beya sika aban de hyemu no obetumi asenya ye nyina ye nim se oman mu said ye nsuo eto rainfall pattern no eno ena mpempi no ya na akuafo no hweso de ye kua we say no dam yi se tumi eye adwuma said ye se na efata na che se ebri bia wo hie nsuo de adua bibi wo man emu no enya fe na betwen se nsuo beto obenya nsuo na wo de ayo eno ena wo de ato Ghana Irrigation Development Authority for nanim se wo mo enhwese dam yi a aban edisika ahyem saa no ebeye adwuma na edisika ebebre oman no na akuafo nsoso ne titu ne omo ye commercial farming no omo nya nsu abre biara se ye pebre se ye nsu tobre na wo mo de agugu omo no ba ye so ma Ghana enya eduane
ye de Tano irrigation and asset Tano. I think it should be Tano. Tano
irrigation scheme. Aye, Tano. T-O-N-O.
Okay.
Yes.
Abna wie.
Na via no VEA, right?
Yes.
Abofa achewo za de wo mo mpedi fo hwe ho asem kan yi. Me read more than 7 years ago. Omo the contract ya madadada. The drew baby no mo say konfo panyi a wo krum ho. Asem mo mekai pa o. Konfo panyi wo krum ho say abo bi on be pai no omo abosom hye sa abo ntomo mpeni. Yes. E ma de ne koso a na ye you been a funded project. MS can I say call back?
Ebi ana sabre do ma ye ho amane nyina.
I be so I be no ma relocate. Makwa koja high rising building be makwa. Then our first statement story be was saying more say Accra to my real services na me aduma next week no. Best start here juma. And we acho 2 years ni almost suspended operations no so my year feel my be I test run. I was a be abekwa come and me aduma frijo ade ko die Accra to marketechi
ebe juma
chukuchaka
good morning. Listen from Dubai. Pump sense into the heads of the NDC. Guess who? Frances.
Hey, Oko Dubai.
Sent in that one.
From Dubai.
Yes.
Oba Frances.
What would have been the comment of Mahama and the NDC supporters if the Supreme Court ruled in their favor? Who took the matter to the Supreme Court for interpretation? John Mahama and NDC is the real problem of the great nation called Ghana. Something like
for the Beko in the absence of Speaker of Parliament.
Commercial break, Charlie.
I'm of Omanfm who we are appearing as Abia Casses so ye a binum ye. Victims in the BA were hand with your cobra become once.
Hey, what fish somewhere you would know it. And the man who say I can once a moon. Who can Papa see ya no Baha, none in Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatana. Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule Sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule. And Yama, why you come apart. A woman body dear for Sunny would be Pedriano. Now a voice is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas yam e makura amane muhunu mafichi kromu nyina atuatwa obuakura wadware wie no afa na ne ho ye ne hene enti asno Spanish ginkgo capsules hana
Spanish ginkgo eno de ye nwa nura watwe free ginkgo biloba ene soya oil mu na eboa emerima momutimi jom na so ye pa ye adwuma emma wadwemo so da ho
Martin so say yesi eye anti-aging and ama good retentive memory na yeton Spanish garlic mixture ene Spanish ginkgo capsules no wo hen
Antec Herbal Center for ene ayi enye na pharmacies chemical herbal shops eno an some for 0266 11 41 11 apemfu abato mo manufo no kwada we mfedum yenu enka ho FDA agi edwedie krato yi atum
still Franco Trading your phone papa fie Franco Trading Enterprise our phone BB say yes Samsung Nokia Itel Infinix iPhone Huawei Ebia
our original laptops and desktop computer and phone accessories USB cables phone cases power banks hands-free chargers ne antiviruses
Franco your noa TV saba 32 and 43 inch Franco TVs no any daho yana jodie
say grade the ohia of Franco bia otumi turn online auto free francotrading.com and now download the Franco app no to phone so free Google Play Store and Apple App Store and dia auto no online bia wonya 30% discount the auto bia or the bro baby awo
Shisha Franco Trading our Facebook page no and our more than 100,000 likes no
Shanensuo Franco Facebook page no there were more than 100,000 likes no Franco Trading Enterprise head office Wadabraka and the Roxy Cinema bus stop no ne di hwanimu branches no so bi wo Circle Osu Tema Medina Hacho La Paz Kasua and the Ghana for 99 and free 0345939311
Jack, you know my boss owns a fleet of commercial cars and he drives only brand new vehicles, latest. Before he hired me, this is what he said. Krachi, my vehicles are my investment. It is a winning, now winning, and you buy any fuel apart from oil. Waboka, sign this undertaking.
But he was right?
Yes, and he's right. Goil stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3, multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goil station at Jibedia. Goil Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP, higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goil, good energy. Yeah.
Good energy.
Akusua wa hiu, akusua wa hi. Shadie kakra. Afuni udi ko chi kakra. Ya kanu. Onana. Yeah, rent to own. Yes, of course. Rent to own. A Duhobium. Cities and habitats. Wamani Plan City Extension Project. I come to my boom, rent to own ban. We get the +1 package. Any your lifeline package. A bomb workers when you fear and now fully service plots. I will know beer. Any man soon beer.
Who say a rent to own a free cities and habitats and have a planned cities extension projects.
And Chaho, Bomodi beer, so by friend number 0577 911 101
and a 055 0530300.
Afei 055-705-4635.
Website no newakra.city and also Project Management Center was Central University Campus, Metro, Pram.
The Plan Cities Extension Project.
Shaping Ghana's urban future.
That was so macho, Madi, Mira.
Piana udisa. Hey, na malaria na fahia mutu awaria momonia gisano. Adom malakio mesha ewo hoi. Malaria ent na yeso nchew. Ye kwa ye test e biwo mu pe enye num adom malakio mixer. Eni gina malaria, body weakness yo, tiredness yo, shim ye nyina ho atoye ntem kura. Na adom natural tonic a esisi he nso ye. Adom natural tonic nenso. Ye num to ya ye ntimi nidie. Eno na ya num bi edidi a ye ho tan ye sa no. Adom natural tonic. Minya ni na mentumi die menum bie bono me taisa mo ho ayefe pa enne ya mepe biato ni nyina apemfo abatan ya wo mo manufo ne kwada woni fie dunsia nka ho e wo pharmacies chemical and herbal shops dodo a ko dependable herbal home Medina New Road Greenhouse anane branch wa kaso opposite there to international school 024-2223-555 FDA ahwehwe sa ejedi enkrato mu age atum se eye Mese ekrom ham senior high school bia ni honom abro St Peter's Mission Senior High School so we say a day any boarding crown free honom why general science general arts business home economics and visual arts womo ICT lab no abefon sanwa internet gina ne nine so library kakra huma hwemuma woni eye science home economics and visual arts wo wa abefon sano lab bia we workshops nyina wo ho bebia wo di agro ne di jai kam mabi ya swimming pool ka ho school ni mo fe omo classrooms no emososo enkwada wo go track ne so a wo mo etifice sia no bo ye classes e dia ma wo mo a obema wo ba biada wo tra kwani East Legon wo Manet Palms Ogbojo Ashalebotwe New Town e na kwafo kromu a ebensa wo ba bia Kwanza State e wo no a fra wo mo ahumai so 0244-988-744 ana 0244-313734 St Peter's Mission Senior High School moral values.
Every Ghana my this year, Musum Putin Tony, enemy were drawn was swa if we tinated her center, Bedema, your friend tinated West Power Capsule, Coco Nado Crow, who is in a yoya, we am netting, and I say a Jumadinti, a mat what I say, I'm a when you see a problem, who he tinated West Power Capsule, car when Shana when ya, what's your shade, and I'm soon to own to me now nice one, who he tinated West Power Capsule, will be a honoma Coco, own to me Embo and Yadia was away, Minyabima, who he tinated West Power Capsule, tinated West Power Capsule, and yet tinated her bar center, and Aquafaba. Hey, tinated ambassador. No one wants you. And your miss students are may use laptop. Many say me who are you? I didn't use me West Nansan and Mehun. Miss me DNA. Minia buying Casacra. We here tinated Hayan Heba capsule. I Hayan Heba capsule. And no enebejo. So what's my computer if you be brave? I'm not when you're a new problem. We here tinated Hayan Heba capsules. Hayan capsules? Yes, tinated Hayan Heba capsules. And the papa one driver at later Ache and Najo. I own who I so ye no. Any minia bem or pusan any man in Naya Mushin. And I said, I bet you mean a busia. Ayo, tinated Hayan Heba capsules. And no, and I bet you when you were busia. A barber bomb hobby. Every and near the Ankitingetia. I don't call anywhere busia. Wow, wash your space, Ache. I'm a who are dear. And now already I was all the book in the when him. And now who are dear wet. We are tinated Hayan Heba capsule. A draw was swat. Tinated Heba Kruya, Aquafaba. What ya bro? Say, M1, Nancy when you so. Emma when you so now. MB when you so jab. Who are dear. Tinated Westbound capsules. And it's tinated Hayan Heba capsules. Etu Simono. Ne view when you so high. Electricity.
Same great bank. TMA, we want some Debbie Free Agricultural Development Bank, MO. So what you are catching our ADB in Quadia, ADB the Payday Plus, Abba Amo. Minim say who here, Upesika at the IBB and Sana, Unsaka Waketia. Ubet me Ajisika Sidim Pim to 10,000 Ghana cities. And now Waketia and Jemu Edio Watchi, Ane Edio Watchi 80%. So what to meet SSK will not Edia Semua, and your only interest Biara in Yasem. Unsatu Mika ADB Payday Plus. Dakrope. Chese within 24 hours. Se upe ADB Payday Plus in Jeremu Biara. From Meredith, it was 0243-273-369. And now from now, it was 0244-284-197. ADB, truly a Greek and more. Kayo in Shishaye Kakra, ewa home.
Wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your number one morning show.
Abusiafo na mo ase na yemfa da obon krata no enko wie. Ora sarabedi akanyanko anim.
Honorable mikuta daily guide na pay 3 sorry na make I said honorable Babin afide wa appoint daily guide for chess wa appoint ato. Say afide Kofi Ato say I want a year acting speaker in court anyway. Na domo cheni says speaker to kwa ko Dubai no. Krata bi aba. I invited majority leader and minister of parliamentary affairs, Honorable Chairman Sabunsu. As I invited minority leader, Haruna Drusu say, I speaker say, no speaker no, we meeting be and link of we former medicine Sans Frontiers MSF. We meeting be no speaker no any honintino. Kofi Ato, a major speaker na name. And untisadia abofati ya invite majority leader ya say minister of parliamentary affairs I invite minority leader say omomra meeting ni bi ombeba meeting no na Kofi Ato
eto
enet o just ombeta na Kofi Ato aba because he is representing the speaker and until no Kofi Ato majority leader be chairman suppose bet na ase na Haruna Bruce so atena ase na MSF for so atena ase ansa na Kofi Ato ewurem na wuram o maso regina ho.
Okay. Twen ansa Kofi Ato no ye hwan?
Kofi Ato no eye obi a Haruna eye friend say Babin by and 1 point say the chief of staff e wo no office. Eno na chief of na no speaker eni ho. Etikofo bi so mo best speaker ho na bedi nkomo afanyuma bi ho. Speakers wo ni ho nti Kofi Ato enye meeting ni ma no. Na emom no enkofo no person mu hia parliamentary leadership nyina nti no e de sadia majority and minority leadership nyina so emre bi now Kofi Ato is representing the speaker enti sadia Haruna Bruce betnasi Honorable Chairman Sabunsu betnasi MS for so betnasi na Kofi Ato abanu urema omu nyina so regina ho say because he is representing the speaker amofa asem mati bi da. That is the height of ridiculousness. Hey, baby, I don't know amofa. Yes, yo.
And come at me a rewind the clock of life. Come komachi
kakra ho.
Rewind. Ma ye koto abanu foforo.
Na mo fe koto abanu foforo say MP na koto abanu mo da so ho. They said the one that hold automano no.
They say the one.
Oh, say the one that hold. Oh, amofa. Abna. They say mumpa the one that.
Yes, no as matwa.
So no na kas matwa mato.
Ene mon kan kire yen
yeah, we be if you don't know, you know. Because if you don't get it, then you don't get it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Dia bro.
Hey.
Oniabre.
Okay. Mati na people story put them in fama na Honorable Joseph for say wususu no workasa no say look mususu tie DC for na entro no twa sa tu putu gunkofo ani ade Supreme Court kind na mofa on the face value sanity. Yeah. E ko Supreme Court so sanity fit pa de. Eh, ns ni nkomo mpo. Yeah. Ka wura fia na oh so for so ansa pastor mo acho hibaba gaga hire bona ko de ajewo. Ato sen de say afede ne saka enkrata bi if Bank of Ghana ya wo de beka ho no waka na sem e wo court ntini se be hwe de high court no so send the beko akosi it you know e wo daily guide so
okay.
Ghanaian Times in here na Deputy Minister of Lands Ora George Mrekuduka and Odiato District Assemblies no anim say sensation hadwene enti na no wakọ efija kwa Abre South Mensini mu Asante Mantem mu e na one operators no so akasa wo kire wo mo se se upe se unya concession na pa ya bo wo menyimu a ehye ye wo ho se wo di san hye ye no so ebe ma otumi krata na de aye na mom assembly no wo mo hwe se obi bia o te ba bi e wo se ye pa ya bo wo honom na oman no nya sika free mu no wo betu wo mo na ekwan ada ho na oba chronicle mu a apiate ya months emobo pa ne omo ye wo mo aye enipa numi 15 months old baby la bedu oka ho 29-year-old Emmanuel Kwenu eka ho Justice Kwesitakwa ono so ka ho na Isaac Anane na Isaac Kwabna Beni sisi a meka se no wo mo abusua ne baby explosion si e baby e hwa ya sase pese ne hwa na chese nipa nyina atwashi a wo mo eye wo mo eye eya areho sempa papa
okay ya kwa kowie na
da bi mo fa we dey say we ya wie mo 911
mo fa
page 11
nanka me kan ye kwa kowie nanka me call back to Facebook na ya hwe
mo fa aba me no kase amrobes ni mienu omato na nanum ense do na yese omu wo kro bi abodom eni koni yaw fifro baby aha enna akrofo de mo adwo so bloko kwa no komaji enu anom ma no esika omode kodwa no na koma kokoji sika no kwa so police for net ti amofa ahomache 3 am Aroba fu sani etugu wo so e de kinkre police force akofo adum ye pai empotem ho no ya no e daily guide e na mo doctor form edubi na ya postu wo mo se omo nko apa is raging last year ebesi na mofa omo so omo nko na regional director of Ghana Health Service Dr. Emmanuel Jochi na waka saa semi ya wono wa ko school awie ne ya pusa ba wokura asiki tukuro kitu no so be kira de wo wa be kire wa de wo se kuro kitu no na so ko show bi no bi so wonto de are so a wo se wo nko because wo yi kuro kitu wa
ya na passion a nipa de kwa adwuma mu no se enka ho a bedru brebi no na interest wa adwuma mu kra
wo kumase ho no mo a sa obemben me ye ama me so straight to Asante Atem South atwedi
papa be kan se ko
wa
pa
o mo na judges
pa
nti ebesre bibi saba ebia mu hia ne mabia mo betimi ne mpanifo akase baby ye tie no abufa enye papa what you see nti na time no e bia mo improve ni ye man ti ne bia ye ti ma da bia e ba ko within 6 months pe fo be hwa ma improvement ga kramba ba ka say
bald head good morning
pa wo na woka ade na be about ah
obi na traba
na ade ye ka no
obi so say
make up ho asem ne ye
obi say me ko yi ma boju say na no say make up
that be of person ka was spray mu dia
die no
dia fa so dia die dia
we na natural
akwaso envy me bald head no me bald person no empai e wo fom
sa
enu na hwan ntiri hwa pa otimi twa aboy tum
Nasari makes me laugh, sir. Enter somewhere. Sabana ako enono. And Winston Bafo or say good morning. Supreme Court decision. Na ebema speaker ne deliberate absence from parliament no aye useless. Sa no so dia pa. Enye deliberate o ma kwhwe no ho ya de ntino
okay no kra wo hu so yare
Isaac J or say my papa co mensa pillar 2 or Supreme Court yada wase any ruling and wo dia ba o say e-levy beba Irene Tay or say or hwe yen wo dance man or say amofa guess you will go and shave your beard na wo kan no you look nice and cute it is also not part of is it not also part of the enhancement obisa
Bia ma bodji me fe bi
Junior Ponsa say good morning amofa prima is an Italian word meaning first so prima is first coat watching you live from Musta
Germany
Azeman was Zay Ventures and was say ya the highest court of the land akasano edi ebiom enaka bibia no nyan say minority for mobedi atum na mobekomonim Francis Boahin or say problem bia ni hono mo e wo Ghana ha apart from NBC na adwo atwene bo a or say good morning host a fruitful Friday to all your loyal listeners. The police service should come again with the explanation on how those suspects were killed. Okay. And they are no anamo fair canon or canon. Yeah. Francis Boy also no abojo say we must use this principle in parliament. Forwarded is for Annabelle appear kwache or say speaker. Maybe the speaker is going
Dabi.
Na wasema wo kan dia.
Dabi.
O yare ankasa.
Mame Ejeba say Godon asarbedi akon how are you?
Nyame adom ho ye.
Ne ho ye pa. Benjamin o say Amofa, you really making my day. Osi Ohima Messi watching you live from Belgium. My sister Abna is right.
Yeah, okay.
You made that say. Irene Tay, Osi please, sister Abna, don't waste your breath. As they are complaining, they themselves appreciate it. Osi me Benjamin Osi wow, I'm enjoying the conversation this morning. Nana Beye, Nidia no se buy and so. Osi a man's beauty is in his pocket. Simple.
A man's beauty is in his pocket.
Yes.
And you're very deep.
Yeah.
As a working.
Yeah.
What you say?
Me say
very, very deep.
Na boy ma dey say what's a bow we show boto. What's a boto me
akofo. Bema no ba bi pia o yi na akota man. Chinchin kan me ko na
amufa ye honorable catch say no die. Ne ono ne level ne no ano no. Ba ye level yi die adisa go.
Na o chinchin kan me ko ni.
Amufa mani chinchin kan me ko wo ho. Na wo no musu oguso. Na wo no musu oguso. No amen te want me bebre na ko nya fish bi seafood ya mo fa makosi ni ho a ba bi mienu ana miensa ma ho a kire ho wo ha na si mu woni di
I no wonder. Real Max B or say, folks, if makeup was to be banned, many kids will not recognize their mothers. Or also the other. I say Michaela Lovison or say I'm watching you live because everyone is talking about Sister Abner's makeup. Hey, anything already. Bafo Obo Siakon. I say I'm fine Godon. I've sent my daughters 2 pictures to you. Let them show it to you and compare and contrast. Yo.
Difference no
Asebo. Emmanuel Siedu or say Abner, don't worry. Those guys and their wives are kolo. Why Sakura is the same? Hey, and what saying?
Sakura Ben.
Hey. Bravo, so Abna, yours is normal and you're looking so marvelous. Don't mind Amofawai. Piaga, I see the best political show. Yeah, that was say Taro. You see, I love this lady. I'm just happy when I see her. Very simple and educated journalist. Hey, compliments. They are not. Oh, who's that? Nana do kweku obing or say Mrs. Please, you are naturally beautiful. You don't need any makeup. Yo, that's Francis Sake or say Godon. I envy your bald head.
I'm graphic.
Posting once me and a brand teacher said posting to the village helped me. I was sent to a village beyond we are more called Dome, where I lived for 4 years. I learned adaptability, how to save money, and for the first time, how to cook. Today, it is helping me here in the.
Madame Francisca Marty was say a thing in Suicedanto. Was say April, March, April, any mean in Su and said the end. It take you for every year. Now you won't time cray be and then maybe here soon near that.
Are you in here no dance now or more?
Aye, will be quasi me, I mean, friend. No. Will be naive against me and rich hormone. It's in the metaphor can make for ever and some go to Kuman and Mobra.
Okay.
I'm fun no yes.
We dear, and now go if you are the idea.
Oh, na and ABC by you. ABC by. Or say Mahama attacks Supreme Court judges. No, na ye can no. Or say near Supreme Court of one way and the Omutia Rashibi and Fan who dear so. And I'm penny dear so and what dear bell. Was it Rashibiano? One more Moroso says Supreme Court to become one more some a woman. John Boyd friends and telephone shemo on. One more her set, one more Bema Obia, Quenya Pepe, na Enconco Basso, Mota will be a channel, so Mota Wechi. Now Obianso saw how I went to an election no party was structures for fast aquine so na yen solve problem amount.
Police for ya adane akronfo bulonvani e do mo court no emu 9 police for 9 do mo court ya bo mo remand it is omo so edem amofa pacho ade bia be say freedom coin freedom coin no ababonte no Bank of Ghana for the statement about bonting say Ghana for the full pay the part of bid. Freedom coin no. Munyin tum. It would seek a quarter side, you know, say a quiet cardia, a fat will sit away and bought a bind side by and Blaster Square, Ecomachi. You for no call. I don't say freedom ko t-shirt e wo no
ono John say Bank of Ghana for concentrate ewo a dollar no omunya ni freedom coin ono na small talk
ya hu bi da na men sabere na mha yo na apas
mina mo ase
Omanfm.
Some changes in yesterday. It's not possible. No, not possible. All is left for me is today, not tomorrow. I will wind the clock of life back.
Omanfm.
To effect some changes in yesterday. It's not possible. No, not possible. All is left for me